Oh, I actually need to put the game in first. Give me a sec. GS5 GF. There we go. Let's just put you below everything. Transform, fit to screen. Beautiful. Put you there. Hi Janet, how are you? Okay, I've got to edit and put this on literally everything now, so give me like a couple of minutes. Hi Janet. Okay, I've got to edit and... Oh, at least the string works. So which do you play first, Metal Gear Solid Phantom? Well, I think you play Ground Forces first, so we're doing this backwards. So we're playing as Big Boss this time. We're not playing as Big Boss, we're playing as Double Big Boss. He's a bigger boss than the previous boss, if that makes any sense. Otherwise known, can a snake snake if a snake snakes while the snake snakes? Does that make any sense to you? It doesn't make any sense to me either, but let's roll with it regardless.
I get the feeling that the backstory to this entire series is very akin to a Japanese high school romance.
Honestly, you need to have a look at the plot of Metal Gear Solid, it's hilarious. Metal Gear Solid Ground Forces. That's it, I tagged one person. Fair enough. Now I just need to, you know, paste this literally everywhere. We're streaming now, I think, are we? Yes? Yes, okay. It's good. Okay, apparently Twitch isn't even picking it up, which is weird. Okay, so while Twitch takes forever, let's just copy and paste into everywhere. Fox at here. Yes, I want to tag everybody. No way, episodes 1 to 3 should be banned from... I feel like when it came to Star Wars, they're like, yeah, this is a really good idea, and then suddenly it was like, oh, this is not going as planned. I mean, literally all of the fault of that series can be blamed on
Jar Jar.
George Lucas. Like, the reason why Anakin was such a detestable character wasn't because of Hans Christian's acting. It was because George Lucas was just such a shitty director. Okay, let's have a look at the backstory to see if we learn anything. Oh, right, it's not even voiced, it's got subtitles. There lived a man who was a legend among mercenaries, a man who put together a formidable unit of soldiers of fortune long before the advent of private military companies that dared to call itself a nation. A man who, with his nation at his back, made an enemy of modern capitalist society and the world. Is this a game or is this fan fiction? Known by code names such as Snake and later Big Boss, he proved himself as an agent of US Special Forces Unit Fox, but a certain incident spurred him to part ways with the military, and he is said to have roamed the world's war zones as a gun for hire. In 1974, Snake and his partner Miller were running a small mercenary outfit in Colombia when they were visited by a man claiming to be a professor from Costa Rica's University for Peace. According to this professor, there have been several incidents involving a mysterious armed group in Costa Rica, a country without a military of its own. The professor was accompanied by one of his students, a girl named Paz, who had been abducted and assaulted by this group. The professor and Paz offered to hire Snake to drive the group out of Costa Rica. However, Snake saw through their deception in an instant. Isn't Costa Rica a territory of the US?
No, it's an independent country somewhere down in Central America. It's what's commonly called a banana republic.
Costa Rica. So, hi Charles email, Google sent you. Okay, well, say hi to Google for me. The professor was actually a KGB agent and the armed group in question backed by the CIA. The Cold War was no such stranger to overseas clandestine operations between US and Soviet agents, but the CIA's motives were a mystery. Paz had escaped from one of the CIA's group facilities with a cassette tape. On it was the voice of the woman known as the mother of Special Forces, the boss. Okay. But with a popular song from 1973 playing in the background, it was reasonable to conclude that the recording was made recently. Snake was stunned. The boss was supposed to be dead. What was she doing in Costa Rica? The boss was Snake's mentor and the only woman he ever loved, but 10 years prior, Snake was forced to take the boss's life as part of a mission, a bitter memory that still haunted him. Despite realizing that she could simply not have survived, Snake was unable to turn the professor down. Telling himself he was intervening as a deterrent for a defenseless country, as well as to honour the virtue of Paz's name, peace, Snake departed for Costa Rica. Once there, he ran into a unit of the National Liberation Front that had fled Nicaragua. After rising up against the pro-America Somoza regime, these rebels had become targets for the CIA group, who killed their commandant and left the unit in shambles. How much more of this do I have to fucking read? Snake rescued them and invited them back to Mother Base, the new offshore base of operations provided to them by the KGB. The fallen commandant's children and Mandarin Chico saw something of their hero. I'm not fucking saying that. In Snake, and grew to idolize him. This triggered a rapid expansion of Snake's forces. However, he was still no closer to discovering what the CIA was really up to in Costa Rica. Does this sound like a game or fan fiction to you, Janet?
Sounds like the fevered ramblings of somebody who had been drinking heavily for months.
Snake then encountered Huey, a wheelchair-bound scientist being forced to work for the CIA. Huey then revealed the CIA's terrifying plot. They were developing a system by which, following rapid detection of an enemy nuclear launch, an AI would analyze all available data and automatically execute a retaliatory nuclear strike at the appropriate targets. Although designed to increase the power of nuclear deterrence, Coldman, the CIA's Central American station chief, planned to actually launch a nuke to demonstrate the effectiveness of automated retaliation. This demonstration was only 5 days. Automated retaliation? Didn't we have a fucking movie? What was that movie? War Game? Did you ever watch that? It was where this computer went nuts. And it was corrupted by the file of a training simulation to which it actually launched the US into death. It was a good movie. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, even in 1973, as a relatively young person, I was quite able to overlay one track on another with a tape and put music behind somebody else's speech. So this is kind of like suspending belief right from the start.
Yeah. Upon infiltrating the lab, Snake was greeted by the voice from the tape, the same voice of his lost mentor, but this was in fact the voice of the retaliatory systems AI. Its developer, Dr. Strangelove, had selected the boss, the so-called greatest soldier who ever lived, as the AI's intellectual model. However, succumbing to personal obsession, Strangelove had deviated from the researchers' original purpose. Not only had she reproduced the boss's voice, she was on the verge of bringing her psyche back to life in AI form, driven by a bizarre kind of love. What if the boss could be revived in every detail, if only in AI form? Snake hesitated as Strangelove's idea touched his sense of loss. His guard down, Snake was immediately captured. The boss AI was completed, and Peace Walker, the nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Wow,
the nuclear-equipped walking battle tank. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank housed in this retaliatory AI system when active. Snake fought in vain as Peace Walker prepared to fire the nuke, but in the face of catastrophe, it was ultimately a machine that saved mankind from nuclear annihilation. The boss AI sank Peace Walker to the bottom of Lake Niagara, stopping the launch. With a crisis behind him, Snake took advantage of his recent mobilization to continue Mother Base's expansion indefinitely. Snake understood that the AI had acted to save the world, but that did not change the fact that the system based on the boss's mind had chosen at last to lay down its weapon. As a weapon himself, Snake felt the act to be a rejection of his life. Undeterred, Snake and Miller invited Doctors Huey and Strangelove to Mother Base to develop Metal Gear Zeke, a bipedal weapon they eventually equipped with a nuclear warhead, suddenly making their unit a nuclear... What? This is the introduction to Metal Gear Ground Forces. Meanwhile, Mother Base took in Paz, already an orphan but now left without even her KGB benefactor following the end of the crisis. However, this was all engineered by an intelligence agency known as Cypher. Under Cypher's orders, Paz got close to Amanda, Chico and the others while exploring more and more of the base, secretly plotting to hijack Zeke. Her objective was to use the weapon as a bargaining chip to force Snake into becoming the military arm for Cypher. Paz's attempt failed when Snake defeated Zeke, and she was thrown beneath the waters of the Caribbean. It was only then that Snake learned Chico had fallen in love with her. A diary she kept while on the base was discovered several days later. It revealed a young girl torn between serving Cypher and following her heart. Perhaps due to Paz revealing the existence of Snake's nuke to Cypher, the International Atomic Energy Agency contacted Mother Base to request it would agree to nuclear inspector. If word got out that Snake's unit had a nuclear weapon, it would face severe criticism from around the world. But Huey, acting on his own, informed the IAEA, Jesus, fucking hell, that Mother Base would allow the inspection. His reasoning was that as long as they kept Zeke and its nuke hidden from the inspectors, they could demonstrate to the international community that they were not a threat. The option to call off the inspection having expired, Snake and his men reluctantly got preparations underway. Meanwhile, Amanda, deployed to Cuba to assist the... I'm not going to fucking say that. Learned that Paz had survived. The timing could not have been worse. Suspecting her of turning her back on the organization, Cypher captured Paz and was interrogating her at a US military base on the southern tip of Cuba. Chico learned of this and set out to save Paz all by himself. It was not long before a radio message from Chico reached Mother Base saying he too had been captured. With an idea as to Cypher's true identity, Snake could not allow what Chico and Paz knew to fall into their hands. Furthermore, if he could rescue Paz, he might be able to get information from her that would fight him back against Cypher. On the eve of the nuclear inspection, Snake made the decision to leave for Cuba. Okay. Wonderful. Can I turn the game's audio down? Okay, we have graphics settings. No audio. Screen brightness? No audio. What about game settings? Game settings. No audio. Display settings. No audio. Camera settings. No audio. Control settings. No audio. Oh, okay, there's no audio then. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 missions. Rescue Mother Base member Chico and escape the mission area by chopper. Okay. This should be... This is going to go well. Okay, there's things happening. Also, hi Hellfire. Janet, could you assign Hellfire the verified Fox role and then unmute them? Please.
Yep.
Okay, he's got a gun. He's pointing it. Well, that looks like Skullface.
You told us everything.
Yep, that's Skullface.
Don't worry, I kept my word. He didn't suffer long. Here. You earned it.
A cassette tape. Oh god, he's doing the fucking things, isn't he? The parasites.
Feel to play the traitor. No more war games. You're a real man now.
Did you unmute Hellfire?
Yes. Unmute him.
Okay. Hi Hellfire.
Hello.
Hi.
Fungus Shane for unmuting me.
Hmm?
Thank you.
Give my regards to your boss when you get home.
Why has he got a hole in his chest if it isn't to do with vocal cord parasites? Oh, and there's a bunch of rats going around as well. Wonderful. And some dogs. Who are apparently scared of him. Oh, and there's a helicopter. If it's raining outside, why isn't he wearing a hat? Just saying. Oh, that Jeep's got an M2 Brown in. So, no, exposition.
She survived.
She was rescued by a Belizean fisherman who found her drifting in the Caribbean.
So what's the plan? Silence her before we're compromised?
No. I've got something else in mind. Our friends at Cypher suspect Paz could be a double agent. She's being held for interrogation at a camp on the southern tip of Cuba.
Black site. Nice. A slice of American pie on communist soil and out of U.S. legal jurisdiction.
The upcoming inspection of Mother Base has to be connected somehow. The timing's too perfect.
The UN's nuclear inspection.
My guess is they're trying to corroborate Paz's leak.
We're an army without a nation.
Word of our capabilities gets out, and we'll have the whole world out to shut us down. Having an American private intelligence agency involved is bad news. Cypher's the ones who sent Paz to us in the first place.
She knows their true nature.
Right. Paz is our only link to Cypher. If she's still alive, we need her on our side.
Wait, was Snake in there to begin? Oh no, that's not Snake. Well, it said Fox, so he has to be connected with them somehow. Oh, well we can't skip the cutscene, can we? Because the cutscenes are more important than the game. Am I right? I'm right. Now he puts on the hat?
Trojan horse is in.
Skullface, commander of the XOF, identity unknown.
This pirate crackdown's a go. Move!
Hello? Okay. feel like maybe I should have played ground forces first.
Why do you say that?
Well, although to be honest, I don't think this will inspect anything. So all these guys are going to Mother Base. So this is the nuclear inspection unit, and I kind of just massacred Mother Base completely. Okay.
So who's the other target?
That would be Chico. He's being held in the same area as Paz. Last radio contact was 40 hours ago. Find them both. Bring him back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz, then report back from the rendezvous point.
So they're taking all of their badges off. Okay. Did Timmy fall down the well again?
Pretty much. Sally's upset they're taking their badges off and throwing them away.
Oh. Oh, that was some nice symbolism. Even though, you know, XOF is basically the opposite of Fox.
Chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests.
Heavy cryptography going on.
The only catch
there.
is you go in
Soft. They'll never
The
figure it out.
politically sensitive nature of the mission means backup is not an option.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then.
So now we're playing as Big Boss, as opposed to Big Boss, who is a boss. But this man is the real Big Boss, so
I'm in front of the prison camp.
does this make any sense?
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
I think every time that they say big boss, you're supposed to take a shot.
Oh, we won't even get into the 2-hour donation mark.
I honestly think Sophie would die if she had to take a shot every time they said Big Boss.
So he crawls in with his night vision and thermals, and then when he gets in view of the base, he then immediately takes the thermals off. Okay then.
Well, you have to remember that eye patch is actually the solid eye, which is better than thermal.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Just stand in front of the base, Snake. That's a great idea.
Oh, you don't have the donation bar.
I don't. Oh, hang on.
Chico and Paz are being held in an old unused part
Chat.
of the
Alert
compound.
box screen. No, I don't want screen.
Northeast.
Usually I have to like. There we go.
Mission info has been
This is an infiltration mission. You've got to stay out of...
Support and legal information. I have no idea why that's on the main menu. Can we do something about
There you go.
the volume, please? Okay, I can't.
Game settings?
No, I can't adjust the game's volume, which is
That's
amusing.
bizarre.
Oh, it is. It's just as bizarre as the fucking dude who made this series. Okay, so now we've gotten to the actual game.
Use your binoculars to recon the area.
Okay, so we have some binoculars.
What do you see? Press the call button to get
There's
more
a
intel.
dude.
It's a guard. Don't let him see you. Avoid combat whenever possible.
Okay. It's another dude. Okay, well this is very similar to the Phantom Pain, thankfully. There's another guard. Oh, we're about to kill some Americans. God, I got tired of killing, you know, Russians and brown people. Because, you know, isn't that what, like, every warfare simulator just does these? This is going incredibly well. Why does the internet never work? Okay, let's see if we can just unlock the thing.
The only thing I can say for sound not playing, that I see for sound not playing, is that maybe it's in Windows setup, control panel sound.
I did.
Okay.
I went to that.
Okay.
Okay, well let's just hope none of them find the bodies that are... Okay, well how about we just shoot the guys with the searchlights instead?
Contact me if you need advice.
Okay, so let's just stealthily crawl around.
That rain just won't let up. It'll help you stay out of sight.
I mean, you could always do Fiora's way of doing things and just kill every fucker there.
CQC is a... You can now
And the ultimate stealth solution, leave those survivors.
His life is in your
Exactly.
This guy's life is in my hands. Oh god, let's hope they don't see the bodies. We gotta kill this guy quick. They've seen the bodies. They've seen the bodies.
bodies of enemies somewhere out of sight.
Then sniper rifle him.
I don't have a sniper rifle.
You came to the party unprepared.
Okay, so everything's going well.
Head for the old prison. You'll find the targets there.
Okay, all units are on alert. That's great. Hey, why didn't we get a third faction against, you know, the Americans or a nation that speaks English? This would have been great for the Phantom Pain. You know, something dynamic. Yeah, apparently the Phantom Pain was actually how do I select? Okay, apparently I can't even... Okay, so I asked him to speak and nothing happened. Apparently when confronted by someone who talks English, your best bet is not to talk English. Fair enough. Oh great, there's a fucking truck now as well. Are you kidding me? Okay, well let's just stab him as well, because you know, this could... Okay, so far, a guy who was calling in was killed, you said what's wrong, then you entered everybody on alert, then people said nothing has happened, and now 2 vehicles have suddenly stopped on your base. What's the correct response? Everybody go back to normal, it's all good. Oh, there's C4 here. That will come in handy.
You've got explosives. They'll pack enough power to destroy their anti-air defenses or vehicles.
I mean, as long as Sunrise doesn't get it.
Sunrise is an amateur. She's only a lolly. A pregnant lolly.
Pregnant tank lolly.
She's a pregnant tank lolly. Makes complete sense. Okay, so where's the prison? Oh, it's right there. Okay, so we just go there and... Oh great, they saw me. This is gonna go well. Okay, we got them.
You weren't... I mean, you weren't exactly being sneaky, Fox.
I was being... Look, okay, so far, none of them have seen me. Okay, that is like the definition of stealthy. You see, right here, Snake has something called reflex. Okay, now they've seen me. This is going well. See?
Just as planned?
This is incredibly planned.
I can tell.
Did he just fall off? He fell off. Okay, well, I'll tell you what we need to do is that we need to create a distraction. So what we're going to do is that... Okay, so apparently the game won't even let me select things. That's weird. Key assignments. 2. This is quick change. Okay, shit, they've seen me. They have seen me. They know where I am. They know what I'm doing. Okay, so we need to kill the guard. He's dead.
Is that just a symbol of taking a shit on somebody? Or picking him up?
Okay, so we have some C4. So what we need to do is that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna place these C4 on these pair of vehicles, and then when the coast is clear, I'm gonna, you know. Okay, so I'm just gonna stay out of sight for now. Just gonna make sure that Snake doesn't get hypothermia. Okay. So let's wait. Just wait a couple of seconds. That's all we need to do. Okay, so on the map, it is there. Okay, so why don't we see if we can infiltrate the outpost first? Let's go like all the way down there. Okay, they're starting the search now. And now, okay, so they've started their search, and now we've just blown up a pair of vehicles, which means they'll be drawn to there. See, good stealth, very stealthy. Just gonna make sure
you
they
wouldn't
don't see
have
me.
needed the stealth if you didn't rush that one dude.
Okay, see, he's going down. So let's break in here. Can we? No, we can't. Okay, that guy over there needs to eat a dick. And you know what? I will kill him intentionally, and I will leave his body there. See? This is so stealthy. You see? There is absolutely nothing Renner has on me. What is the point? Oh shit! They've seen me. No, they haven't. I shot him in the face. See? Nothing to worry about. What is the point of this place? It's like a generator, but I can't blow up the generator. That makes a degree of sense that I haven't realised yet. Anyway, moving on. This is... Oh shit, there's a dude. See? Shot him as well. There's a lot of Marines around here. Ooh. There's an ammo dump. So, if something bad happens... There we go. Question, does anybody notice... Does anybody ever notice like a glowing red light on what appears to be, you know, angry Play-Doh? Oh, we can come in here, we can have a look around. Ooh. There we go, there's the generator. Beautiful. So basically we can blow up the lights. And when Jesus said let there be lights, Snake said no and used the C4.
The surveillance camera.